On first down, Wilson. And this one is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's second down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
He was brought down.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down, Seattle.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Carson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
On the play brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On second down now, it's Carson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line.
On 3rd down, Carson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Oh, look at the juke. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. On play action, now Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Operating from the gun, Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker on the field. So now the question, who is this on? And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Here's Reed. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. Throwing again here, Wilson. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a play fake. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Brady again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Indian to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Here's Reed returning. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Here's Reed.
DJ Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Wilson's pass.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 30.
Give him 30 yards there.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Wilson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Now Wilson on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Good Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson, 34 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brady. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That's to his running back, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And running on 1st down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple. And it's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And, oh, my goodness, what a catch at the 6.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
From the gun, Brady. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
42. Seahawks 24.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And some room to work. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown.
Chris Carson with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. So he visits pay dirt for a 2nd time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the 2nd time, yet his team still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
30.
And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. He'll let one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A gain of 32 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll go again to Jones. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd-and-2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it
operating from the gun. Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jordan Brooks. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. Carson, the 1st down and more. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20.
Keep going. Keep running,
and
man.
All the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
touchdown.
Chris Carson, 92 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
Seahawks, 38.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return. The Bucs take over first.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. From the gun, Brady. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They'll begin the drive with Carson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Jason Pierre.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 20.
They run again with Carson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. High. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
At the 19-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd.
Now it's Carson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Carson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
So here we go with the onside kick. They'll need a recovery and a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
On 1st down, Carson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking point. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
A 22-yard scamper. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And some space here. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that, that can finish things off for them.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Back to throw, Brady. And he hits Gronkowski on the out route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Brady's throw there complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
He's back to throw. A pass underneath for Fournette. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for two?
How many people watching this one right here gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
What looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Reed returning. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Brady going to throw here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Mike Evans, incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. But he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end, we win.